What's up, Cooksy Mobsters? What's happening? Hey guys, so we got one more round of the Outdoor Nationals. This is the second round at Paula. This is your Cliff Notes version of everything that's going on, just storylines. I'm not going to do any deep dives or breakdowns. I am going to get into a little bit of Deegan drama, but I'm going to save that to the very end. So you guys that don't want to deal with the drama, which many of us are sick and tired of it, myself included, just go ahead and cut it off at that point. So that'll be at the very end. I'm going to just get to the normal Cliff Notes version, and we'll go through there. So anyway, so first off, this race is going to be shortened due to the heat. I am very, very critical of MX Sports on many occasions. This one I'm all right with. Whenever you err on the side of caution for rider safety, whether I like the decision or not, I'm going to go with it. Yeah, of course, it bothers me a little bit to see such an important race be changed from the traditional format. But if that's what it takes to keep these guys healthy and keep somebody from maybe passing away, because heat exhaustion is no joke. It's going to be hot as hell in California, so I'm all right with it. Marvin Musquin, remember Marvin? The guy that won the Supercross, who's been really, really good throughout his entire career. He will be back on a 250 this weekend. He is coming out in preparation for the motocross Des Nations. He will be riding for France on a 250, so he's going to bring out the 250 to Paul this weekend and see where he stacks up against the boys. Hayden Deegan will be back this weekend. I expect him to do much better. Hayden Deegan, like I said, he is talented. He is a ridiculously badass kid. He had a really rough day at Ironman, but he showed me what I think he needed to show, and that's that he doesn't quit and he fights hard. He easily could have bowed out that entire day. He didn't, and now he's back for Paula 2. It shows me a lot about his character and his toughness. So in that case, yeah, I absolutely think that, Hayden Deegan is definitely a force to be reckoned with. If you guys want to get in shape, and Complete Racing Solutions, what Coach does is he brings knowledge to maximize your training efforts. He's going to bring you, he's going to streamline it. He's really good at balancing vet riders with cross training, riding, racing. He'll put a program together that will completely balance you. He keeps young riders from avoiding big mistakes, burnout. A lot of these guys that they finally turn pro, they're burned out. Coach manages that. He watches the numbers and keeps that from happening. So if you want to get in shape, hit up CompleteRacingSolutions.com. And then if you need some general fitness or health advice, hit up Steel City Men's Clinic. Steel City Men's Clinic, they do everything. They'll run your blood work, they'll test your numbers, they'll cover everything from erectile dysfunction to traumatic brain injuries. They're on the cutting edge of everything it takes to keep you healthy, keep your immune system strong, mental, physical health. They're awesome. So hit up Steel City Men's Clinic if you just want to be healthy. Between those two, between Complete Racing Solutions with a program and then Steel City to get you dialed in health-wise, man, you know what? We can have you guys as finely tuned machines. So anyway, guys, let's get into this.
I'm in the empire business.
Everybody love everybody!
You all know exactly who I am.
450s, Chase Sexton and Eli Tomac. Oh my God, this is what we've always wished for. We've wished for a winner-take-all finale. 1 point difference. Tomac owns the tiebreaker with the 1 point. So if they go 2-1, 1-2, Tomac will be your 2022 champion. Sexton has to go 1-1. This is his track. It is, but then Tomac wanted to point out that he's good here. This is just something that we dream of. I just can't wait. I don't even know what else to say. I'm borderline speechless. I'm just excited, and I literally, tonight will be much like Christmas. I won't be able to sleep. I'm thinking about it. I'm wondering if Anderson in third will be getting in there and mix it. Like, how much pressure's on those guys? Nobody wants to be that guy that cost one of these two the championship. But at the same time, they also have race-winning bonuses, and they have their own personal goals. And let's be honest, racers are selfish. Racers worry about themselves, and that's how they get where they are. And that's one of the characteristics that it's normally looked at as a bad characteristic. but you also need that to be good in an individual sport. Ken Roczen, he's still out there fighting. I'm positive Ken won't get in the way or do too much. He may race Tomac, but he's not going to do anything to slam or block, and he definitely won't get in the way of Chase Sexton. He is working on re-upping his deal with Honda, so that wouldn't go well. And then he's also, I'm hearing HEP Suzuki or HEP KTM. To me, this is Roczen's agent looking at some opportunities just in case this Honda thing goes completely south, and just to give them some leverage at the table. Because if you go up and you have no other offer, Honda says, well, what else are you going to do? So that's them putting together other offers. Are they real? I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see. Christian Craig, he is really good. His only 450 podium of his career was at Paula at the race opener. I'm sure he wants another one, but he's also smart enough to know what's on the line for the other two guys. And I'm sure he won't get in the way, but he would love to come in at third place because he wants to beat Dungey in points for fifth in the points. And him and Dungey have been battling all year. I think it's got to be kind of cool for Christian Craig. You know, when he was coming up, Dungey was on top. To be able to battle with him week in and week out, that's got to feel pretty good. And Dungey desperately wants that podium. He wants to race Supercross next year and outdoors. He wants to do both. I don't think if you don't get a podium, I don't know that there's going to be a lot of 450 Supercross rides. I've heard he's training and just planning on riding Supercross, but he's done that before, and then the ride doesn't come through, and he says, okay, well, he's not going to put together his own effort to do it. But if something pops up, look for him to ride Supercross and outdoors next year. Aaron Plessinger. Aaron, just get through this weekend healthy. I don't even care if you get 15th. You've got your podiums. You've got a good season. The bike has been frustrating in KTM this year. All the guys have said that in both the 250 and 450 class. That bike has its own issues. I've heard the new race version, the factory edition, they'll bring in next year will be much better. So just get through the season. Just get through this race. Be healthy. Come into next year and show us what you can do. That's what we need out of Plessinger. Barsha, I think he's kind of just mailed it in. The Designations is off the table. It's been a really bad outdoor season. Probably a lot due to the bike. Barsha's not a guy who, when you have a bad bike, he's able to fight through it. I mean, if you look at his days on the old Yamaha when it wasn't good, he really fell apart. Yeah. Joey Savacci. He has had an amazing season. Coming in off of a torn ACL in Supercross, he got the ride at Kawasaki, and it's just been nothing short of amazing. He got a podium moto finish at, I believe it was Red Bud. To me, he's earned a ride. I just hope there is one available for him. I would love to see Kawasaki field 3 bikes next year, do Anderson, Cianciarulo, and Savacci. I don't know what the budgets look like. I hope that they can find a way to do that. I don't know if they will. In the 250 class, Jett Lawrence. He is looking to wrap this up. I think he needs, 3-4 points in one of the 2 motos to wrap this thing up. Should be just a formality. Joe Shimoda, Hunter Lawrence. That's where the real battle is. Hunter really does not want to let Joe get second in the points, but he's 7 points behind. So if he goes 1-1 and Joe goes 2-2, Joe's still second. He's gonna have to win and get a little help from his brother or somebody else to get in between them. But Joe's riding so good, like so good. He looks like the second best guy. Looks like he should be second in the series. So, yeah. Then Justin Cooper. We really need to watch and see how Justin Cooper rides. He's been sick. He had COVID. And then from COVID, he didn't ride very good at Budds Creek. He didn't ride very good at Ironman. I don't know if he's fully recovered or not. COVID does different things to different people. I hope he can recover. He's got 3-4 weeks before the Designations. And I know RJ Hampshire, who's sitting right behind him in points, is looking to be a replacement. If anything falters and Jay Coop is out, RJ Hampshire wants that more than anything. And I don't think he would be a bad guy for the team. He's proved his results are good as of late. Yeah, so either way, whether we have a performing Coop or an RJ Hampshire for the Designations, either way, it's going to be good. Max Baldwin is looking to get that elusive podium. He's had consistency. He did everything he needed to do this year in building. He is very fast. This is the track where he led until his bike blew up a year ago. This year, he might get a podium. It's going to be a weird race with the heat being the final round. It's a great opportunity for Max to jump up there and possibly get his first podium. Nate Thrasher looked good last week, but Nate Thrasher is the weirdest guy other than RJ Hampshire. He is good or bad. You just never know which Nate Thrasher is going to show up. He did show up last week. Will he show up this week? I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see. Seth Hamaker's there. He's not feeling too good. He's a little tired from the season, a little banged up from Unadilla. Once again, he's one of those guys I think that just kind of needs to get through this race, manage it, get wherever he finishes, and come away and have a good offseason and prepare for next year. Next year is very important for his career. Michael Mosman, same thing. Gosh, I hope he just stays healthy. He's been fast. He got a moto win. One of those guys that, you know, like I said, this is just a formality. Just get through this last race. Levi Kitchen. Levi Kitchen won a moto, broke his arm. I was surprised he actually came back, but he's part of that powerful Star Yamaha team, and everyone's battling for spots over there. There's a lot of bikes and not a lot of spots, so he understands that you either perform or you're going to be out, one of the two. I think he's done enough definitely to stay around for a little bit, but he wants to prove he's the guy that can win next year and maybe be that number one guy heading into next year. So, all right, guys, if you need a garage or anything related to your garage, slat wall, you want to clean that thing up, you want to be the envy of the neighborhood, hit up epicgaragedesigns.com.
And if you don't like it, you honestly don't have to watch us, you don't have to follow us, you don't have to comment, you don't have to post. You can go f*** off. I don't care. Honestly.
If you guys are over it, just check out now. This isn't for you. This is stupid. I don't even want to talk about it, but when a guy goes on, blocks me on Instagram, then goes on Instagram and says lies about me and says that I'm telling lies, and I've challenged him. He called my buddy Kenny Watson, asked for my phone number, and said he wanted to talk. And I said, yes, please have him call me. I would love to talk about what he thinks I'm lying about. I said he and Tim Cotter bullied Brendan Schofield at the MX Sports office, and by bullying, I mean intimidation. You take two grown men and you put a 17-year-old kid who's probably already nervous doing this claim in an office for between 10 and 30 minutes and ask him 3 questions over and over. Brian Deegan gets mad. He's a very intimidating guy. I don't know how you don't consider that some form of bullying. So here's what he posted on his Instagram. I'm going to read it word for word so I don't get it wrong. This is referring to me. Lied about us bullying a kid when he's really the one bullying minors, making up lies about them to get views. Everyone really needs to quit following him and all pages like him. There are good media companies out there that people respect. YouTube should really take a look into him. Are you serious? First off, I'm not lying, telling you what the truth is. Second, really? You're going to try and get YouTube, the platform that you have benefited from, and you're going to pull up the ladder so nobody else can benefit from this platform. Come on, bro. Really? Listen, if people want to watch me, they'll want to watch me. It is what it is. And I'm not for everybody. I'm an acquired taste. I've got my own little niche here and what I'm bringing to the table, and that's fine. But it's funny how he acts like this good guy, and then he puts out a video where he's just screaming down people, which I'll show right now. And then, all right, guys, you take it easy.
And if you don't like it, you honestly don't have to watch us, you don't have to follow us, you don't have to comment, you don't have to post. You can go f*** off. I don't care. Honestly.